What's up, y'all? Jason here. Check this out. You guys have an Insta360 X4, couple of batteries. You're like, oh man, I gotta go on ahead and I'll tell you guys my system. So I have my Insta360 X4, right? I have 3 batteries in total. One that is always in the camera, and then I got 2 extras. So when I have a battery that's fully charged, I put it inside the case that the Insta360 X4 battery comes in. Well, when the battery is being used and it's depleted, what do I do with them? I just put them in a pouch somewhere. And then next thing you know, I'm trying to find them when I need to charge them, and it's like, etc., etc. I do have the Insta360's fast charging hub. However, space, when it comes to storage, I don't have any real good storage per se. I take these batteries, they're charged, I put them in a case, I put them in this plastic bag with all my other Insta360 camera stuff, and that's what we got. Well, now we have something different going on in this place. I bring to you the Insta360 X4 Cynova Intelligent Battery Charging Power Bank / Charging Station / Battery Storage Unit. So what this battery box does, it's quite small, by the way. I'll take an Insta360 X4 battery, for example, and show you guys the size comparison. You guys can see how compact this box is. It's well, let's say it's relatively compact. So this only will allow you to charge 2 Insta360 X4 batteries. You can also store them in here, and you can also discharge the Insta360 X4 batteries from this box to your cell phone. It does like 5 watts of out, like you can charge your cell phone at 5 watts, 2.1 amps or something like that. This thing, as soon as you put your batteries in, this thing does not have its own internal batteries. So just so you guys know, if you have one battery in here, as long as the battery, the Insta360 single battery, whatever you want to charge, let's say you want to use this for a power bank, as long as the device that you want to charge with the Insta360 battery doesn't have a larger battery than the Insta360 X4 battery itself, you should be able to charge it. And in case you guys are wanting to know, the Insta360 X4 battery is like a, what's it, 1800 milliamp hour battery? Some shit like that. 2290 mAh battery for one of these. So you get 4580 or something like that of total if you have 2 Insta360 X4 batteries in here. You see I put one battery in here, you press the button, and you'll see a number of stats. You have the watts, so it's got 22% battery in it, okay? And then you can see the voltage left in the battery and how much amps that is discharging. You see some numbers on the top in yellow. I mean, this is all actually pretty dope. 22%. These are all the temperature. I mean, this thing gives you a lot of bit of information. For me personally, I'm going to use this to charge my batteries, since it will fast charge your batteries at 15 watts. If you have 2 batteries in, it'll charge up to 15 watts for each battery at the same time. And if you do one battery, then it's like 30 watts. So it's pretty fast charging. They fit in this nice tiny little box. By the way, guys, it does not come with a USB-C cable, and you need a USB-C cable and some sort of a charging brick or something to plug that other end of the USB-C cable into so that you can charge this case. Remember, this case does not have its own internal battery. You need to put batteries in this thing to see any sort of information on this. And as you guys can see, it automatically turns off after a certain amount of time. Now, if you got one battery inside of this thing because your battery's dead, and you have one battery, you want to charge it really fast, Cynova says it takes about 54 minutes from this one battery that's empty to charge up using this case. What's going on here? Okay. They said it'll take about 54 minutes to charge that one battery under 30 watts. All right, just so you guys know. Some cool information bits on this actual shell for this case is that it is fire resistant, not fireproof, just fire resistant. It also has an intelligent M4 chip inside, which, you know, allows this thing to make seamless transitions between charging one battery and the other. You know, if you have a battery that's 90% charged and one that's like 20% charged, it'll quickly charge the 90% battery charged. It'll quickly charge the battery that's at 90% to get it to 100, and then pick up the speed on the second battery once that other one is done. So it's got a lot of pretty cool features. Another thing with this battery box, or whatever you want to call it, this charging station, is that it has an aluminum sink design built inside of this thing to keep it from getting too hot. It's not going to keep it from overheating, absolutely, but it does resist heating and overheating your batteries, which is a really cool design. And if you look here on the very bottom, these are like anti-slip pads. So if you guys have this thing like on your car hood or something like that, you're charging it with a power bank, or you just have it on some sort of a surface that if it didn't have the anti-slip design, it would slip off possibly. This one has the little traction pads on the bottom, so that kind of helps you keep this thing from just sliding off of any surface if you have it standing upright. And one thing you can be very sure of about this box right here itself is that it's got overcharge protection, discharge protection, overheat protection. All the protections, you basically meets all of OEM standards for charging the OEM batteries. So you don't have to worry about this thing overcharging or mischarging your OEM batteries, which by the way, I definitely recommend you buying Insta360's original batteries. Aftermarket batteries, they can come with higher capacities, but they don't last as long. Ask me how I know. They just don't. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to operate this charging case. So what you need first, let's just say you have an Android phone or an Apple phone. It really doesn't matter. We're just using cell phones for this case. I have a USB-C to USB-C cable because we are dealing with the USB-C power bank now because it has one battery in here. And then we have a cell phone with a USB-C port. So we're going to plug one into the phone, and this doesn't matter which one you do first. You just plug them in. Now to wake up this box, the charging station, let's say I want to charge my cell phone. We're going to press the button in the middle, which is the only button. Now it's on, okay? Now let me show you guys something. It's pretty cool here. If you hold down this button, you see the yellow information on the top. You see it's got a timer. It's going to shut off if I don't do anything. So we'll let you guys see that real quick, and boom. So we're going to press it to wake it up. Now, if you want to charge any type of device that this thing will allow you to charge, you want to hold that button down until you see the first one. You see how it does the electricity symbol, whatever, the volts. You're going to press it one more time, just a quick press. And you see it has an up arrow. That means it is going to let the energy leave the battery that's inside this box and go to whatever you have it plugged in, as long as it is able to do so. So now if you don't hold the button down, again, to set it, it'll go back to regular charging, which means whatever you plug into this box, you want it to charge. My cell phone is not set to charge anything, so that's why it is not charging this right now. So what we're going to do is press the button. We're going to charge the cell phone. Let me show you how. Hold this button down until you see it's blinking. Press it one time and then hold it down again. And now it is going to discharge from the actual Insta360 X4's battery to my cell phone. You guys can see 78% left, 78% charged right now. And so this will happen whether it's one battery or two. If you guys want to charge it faster, here's how you do it. You press the button, you hold it down, you hold it down again, and you see it's at 12 watts. If you quick press it, short press, you got 9 watts and 12 watts. So those are the two speeds that you can charge your device that you have your power bank plugged into. Those are the two speeds if you have just one battery. Now what happens if you put a second battery in? Well, let's find out. Now we have the second Insta360 battery locked in. All right, we got that going on. It says 78%. So now it's showing that it's discharging from one battery. So we'll hold the button down and you see you can uncharge or discharge. We're going to send that power out, hold the button down. We got 12 watts and 9 watts. So it'll still 12 and 9 watts of power that we can charge our device at, as far as the external device goes. If you want to select the options, you hold the button down, you quick press to change the settings, and then when you want to set those settings, you long press this button again, and then it'll save the settings that you were trying to actually save. I'm going to get my tablet. Now my tablet has like a 11,500 milliamp per hour battery in it, but we'll see if these batteries can do any type of charging at the expense of your X4 batteries. You can charge other devices. Do I recommend using this as a power bank per se with your X4 batteries? Absolutely not. I would only do this in an emergency. I would not use this function or this feature from this charging box to charge anything unless it's an absolute emergency, because all you do is shorten the life cycles of your actual batteries. All right, so now we have my Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Plus Ultra. This is a huge tablet. Now we're going to go on ahead. Once you set this thing up like this, guys, where it's going to discharge, it is always going to be discharging until you change it with the settings. Okay, and it'll still automatically turn off after a while. You just quick press the button and then it'll go on ahead and wake up again. So we have 71% on my tablet, and now I got the other end of that USB-C cable. I'm plugging it in, and it says it's charging. Let's see how long it takes before it gets to 72%, because that's what I'm interested in about. And like I told you guys, this is something I would not do unless it was an absolute emergency. And boy, that better be an emergency, because to purposely shorten the lifespan of my original Insta360 batteries is crazy. So it's not worth it. Buy yourself a power bank. You know, think about all the equipment you guys have that you use to charge things, and if you need a portable power source, make sure that portable power source has enough battery capacity to charge your largest capacity device that you think you might need to charge with it, in the case of, you know, in the event that you need to actually charge. So we're going to go on ahead, and I'm going to leave this camera rolling until it hits 72%. And just to kind of give you guys an idea, it's probably going to take a while, so I might go on ahead and get me some water, and I'll be back, and it's probably still going to be at 71%. Oh, we're at 72%. So there you go. Okay, so let's go over the meanings of all the information that's on this display. I want you guys to know what you're looking at. So on the very top, on the top left, you see the 0.0 volts. That is going to be how much energy, how much volts is going either in if you're charging the batteries, or out if you're discharging the batteries.
Blavis, he said discharge.
To charge something else like your cell phone or another camera. The one in the middle is going to be your source capability, the power adapter. Okay, that basically shows you the watts, how much energy the device you have plugged this into, what that number is, like what the capability is for that device. And then on the top right in yellow is going to be your charge power. Okay, and that's the limit of each channel. So you guys can see right here, 12 watts would be for each channel, because I have 2 of them in. If I take one of them out, press the button to turn it back on, that's going to be the same number. Now let's move on to this first display right here. On this first display, you guys are basically looking at the battery status, which is going to be 0 watts. That means nothing is going in or out. You can see how much percent the battery has. The one on the far side, that's going to be, so the battery on the top, we'll see which one that is. We're going to pull one out and we'll see which one shows information. Okay, so the battery on top is going to be the one furthest away. The one on the bottom is going to be the battery that's closest to the display, just so you guys know. Okay, when I pull the one on the far side out, it went straight to 0% battery. That means the battery's not connected, so it's showing no percent of battery left, in, energy left in the battery. So that is what you're looking at on the screen. Now, if you short press this button, remember this is the only button, you press it once, and now it's going to show you the volts and the amps, okay, of each battery. That's basically the capacity of how much energy each battery can push out. Now we're going to go on ahead and press it one more time. Wait a minute, wake it up, press it. That's the voltage in the amps. Press it again, and that's basically how much battery life the battery has. Like, that's pretty much the life of the battery. And you guys can see the CV, or what is that, CY? That is your, what we call charging counts. Okay, so you can see one battery has been fully charged once. So each battery has a lifespan, and the percentage is basically the reported lifespan right now of the battery in its current state. So the CY is basically how many counts, how many times that battery has been through a charging cycle. So this thing gives you a lot of good information. So we're going to press it again, single press the button, and then it shows you how much battery capacity is left in each battery. As you can see, you got max capacity and current capacity. So this thing gives you good information. We're going to press the button again. Then it tells you the temperature of the battery in Celsius and Fahrenheit for each battery. You press it again and it goes back to the watts as far as how many watts is either going in or out. And like I said, because that top one is an electrocution mark, that means that it's letting you know how much current is going into the battery charging port. Remember, if you want to change that and you want to charge something with the batteries inside of here, you hold that button down, you wait for that flashing thing to be you press it one time and it's going to turn into the pointing up to God arrow. And then, like I said, to set it, you hold the button down until it stops blinking. So to finalize this video for you guys who are geek or tech nerds, this thing has, like I said, a bunch of different information that it can display for you as far as your batteries go and their condition. So you can actually tell just looking at the information on this little display if your batteries are in good condition, if they're healthy, if they're not healthy. And you also get the mini SD card holding slots right here on the top of this little door here. You guys can see there's 2 different slots for mini SD cards. I probably won't store mini SD cards there, but like I said, it's good to know that you can if you needed to. And it also has soft pads on the top here so that when you close it, it doesn't, you know, scratch your batteries. I mean, that's just if you're petty like that. But let's just say you have a skin on your batteries. At least your skin won't get damaged because you got the little soft pads. So without further ado, guys, I think that's all I got for you guys today. I definitely recommend picking this up. It's only 35 bucks. Get you some Insta360 X4 Insta360 batteries. Okay, don't want, like I said, you do what you want to do, but I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't recommend getting aftermarket batteries. Just get the Insta360 batteries. So Jay on the Segway, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions on this thing, I am going to be using the crap out of this because now I don't have to use those big old blocky battery protectors for the Insta360 X4 batteries. However, if you guys do buy extra Insta360 X4 batteries and they come with those hard plastic covers for them, keep those, because when you guys travel overseas, you're gonna need, I hope my audio ain't jacked up for that water. You're gonna need those to store your batteries in, okay? So, and always make sure you check with the airlines that you are going to be traveling through to make sure that they're okay with storage methods and stuff like that. So I'm definitely excited to use this. Feels good. It has a lot of safety measures and protections built into it to keep you from, you know, wrecking your stuff. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe, man, if you like the video, okay? Subscribe if you want to be here for more stuff. I'm uploading all kinds of things, so you never know what you're going to get here. But like I said, if you guys have questions, ask away. Jay on the Segway. Peace.